Amy destroys Caryn. The secret letter that blew the lid off Caryn. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For nearly 2 decades, TLC's Little People, Big World invited millions of viewers into the Roloff family's private milestones, heartbreaks, and triumphs. Fans watched Matt Roloff build and expand Roloff Farms, Amy Roloff juggle marriage and motherhood, and their 4 children grow up in front of the cameras. But as the show evolved, so did the family dynamic. When Matt and Amy divorced in 2016 and Matt's relationship with longtime farm employee Carin Chandler became public, the Roloff saga took on a new layer of intrigue. In recent months, social media groups and celebrity blogs have been buzzing about a supposed secret letter, allegedly written by Amy, that blew the lid off Caryn's reputation. Headlines like "Amy destroys Caryn" or "The secret letter that changes everything" are circulating widely. Yet there's no verified evidence such a letter exists. The story is an example of how online speculation, tabloid framing, and long-running viewer loyalties can turn whispers into a viral narrative. This article examines the rumor, the real-life context behind Amy and Caryn's complicated history, and why this secret letter concept resonates so strongly with LPBW fans. Rather than treat the story as fact, we'll explore the origins of the claims, the family's actual public statements, and the larger question of how reality TV families navigate life under a microscope. When Little People, Big World premiered in 2006, it was a groundbreaking look at a family living with dwarfism and managing a large Oregon farm. Matt and Amy Roloff quickly became household names, admired for their entrepreneurship and candidness. The series documented their children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, through childhood, adolescence, and early adulthood, capturing milestones like graduations, weddings, and the arrival of grandchildren. But behind the scenes, pressures were mounting. Differences in personality and goals, combined with the stress of filming, contributed to Matt and Amy's separation after nearly 30 years of marriage. By the time their divorce was finalized, Roloff Farms was not just a family business, but a reality TV set piece, and decisions about its future became flashpoints for tension. Enter Carin Chandler. She had worked at Roloff Farms for years as a manager and event coordinator, often appearing briefly on camera. After Matt and Amy split, Matt's relationship with Caryn went public, fueling speculation among fans about overlapping timelines. Amy, meanwhile, was starting over, eventually finding love with real estate agent Chris Merrick. These shifts gave LPBW a new narrative, one centered on post-divorce blending of lives and the inevitable friction that comes with it. From the start, Caryn's presence divided the audience. Some saw her as supportive and a stabilizing force for Matt, others cast her as an interloper. Amy's memoir, A Little Me, touched on her hurt and frustration during the period leading up to the divorce, but she didn't accuse Caryn of wrongdoing. Still, the idea that Amy harbored explosive information about Caryn has been a persistent theme in online fan communities. In reality TV fandom, speculation thrives where transparency is thin. A cryptic Instagram caption, a pointed omission from a family photo, or an offhand comment in a podcast can spark an entire subgenre of theories. The secret letter fits perfectly into that environment. It suggests hidden truths, a dramatic reveal, and a kind of poetic justice for fans who feel protective of Amy. The rumor's staying power also reflects deeper viewer emotions. Amy embodies resilience for many longtime watchers. She built the life beyond the show, remarried, launched a cooking line, and stayed close to her grandchildren. Caryn, by contrast, has been portrayed, fairly or unfairly, as emblematic of the changes fans disliked. A shift from homesteading family unity to corporate negotiations over farm tours and reality TV contracts. Tabloids understand this dynamic. A headline like "Amy destroys Caryn" instantly triggers those loyalties and suspicions. But absent hard evidence, these pieces tend to rely on unnamed sources or repackage fan comments as news. That doesn't stop them from going viral. If you trace this secret letter story back, it doesn't begin with a press release or court filing. It begins in comment sections. Around the time Amy Roloff released her 2019 memoir A Little Me, some readers noted that she wrote vaguely about feeling betrayed by people close to her while she and Matt were still married. She never named Carin Chandler, but fans filled in the blanks. In late 2022, a fan blog posted a claim without evidence that Amy had written a private letter to someone at TLC outlining Carin's behavior on the farm. That post was shared to several Facebook groups dedicated to Little People, Big World. From there, screenshots circulated on Instagram and TikTok with sensational captions like, "Amy's secret letter exposed." Nothing in Amy's public statements confirms such a letter exists. Carin has also never addressed it. Yet the concept has taken on a life of its own. Part of that is because LPBW has always been edited like a family drama, cliffhangers, cutaways to pensive looks, and a season finale reveal. Fans are primed for a big exposé, so they imagine one off camera when none appears on screen. The rumor also benefits from the show's long timeline. After nearly 20 seasons, viewers have a mental archive of moments they can retroactively connect to the letter: a terse exchange at the pumpkin patch, a missing thank you at a baby shower, a throwaway line in Amy's live streams. In fan theories, each of these becomes evidence of hidden conflict. One reason this secret letter idea feels plausible to fans is that Amy and Carin do have a complicated, very public history. To understand it, it's helpful to separate what's on camera from what's speculation. In seasons following the divorce, LPBW featured storylines about Amy deciding whether to stay on the farm property, Matt expanding his relationship with Carin, and the adult Roloff children navigating their own lives. Amy was shown expressing discomfort at attending events where Carin would be present. Carin, for her part, was filmed supporting Matt during renovations and farm tours. Producers often cut between the two women's perspectives, underscoring their differences in tone and priorities. None of this was unusual for reality television, but it laid fertile ground for viewers to perceive a rivalry. For example, in one episode, Amy said she felt out of place at a farm gathering. On social media, that became "Amy calls Carin's party toxic." Small moments, amplified through blogs and fan pages, turn into narratives about betrayal and secret plots. Outside the show, Amy has built a strong Instagram presence, sharing cooking videos, book promotions, and glimpses of life with Chris Merrick. Carin posts less frequently, but appears in Matt's updates and family event photos. Fans scrutinize these posts for hidden meaning: who was invited, who wasn't, who liked or unliked a photo. This constant monitoring fuels storylines the show doesn't address. If Amy doesn't publicly congratulate Matt on an engagement announcement, fans ask whether she's still angry. If Carin appears in a photo with Zach and Tori, fans debate whether she's replacing Amy as grandma figure. Into this climat.